Welcome Pisces, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your fourth quarter reading, October, November, December of 2023. I've laid out the African Tarot. I will clarify with the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot and finish off with a couple of Oracle cards. If you enjoy this reading, if you find it useful, please please share this video with somebody who might enjoy it, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you for all of you who do all of that and more. It's greatly appreciated. Your overall energy, Pisces, is the King of Cups for this fourth quarter. This is one of your cards. This is you standing in your power. This is your compassion writ large. You are able to share the narrative of your overcoming triumphs, overcoming difficulties. You're able to display to others by supporting them at wherever they're at, by recognizing the need for support as it occurs without asking. You're able to exemplify that your vulnerability is your strength, your greatest strength. And that is modeling the need and the expression of compassion by others. Others are seeking out your wisdom and your maturity at having been able to overcome challenges, but also to share the wisdom of those lessons, of those stories. In October, the Seven of Cups is showing a lot of offers, a lot of opportunities, a lot of potential. You may be asked to support a number of projects, be they small or large, or you may have the choice of a lot of rewards or perks available to you in a way that is most likely either very confusing because you recognize these are projections of your own desires. These are not necessarily real rewards, or these can be distractions from the real purpose or desire that you want to pursue at this time. It is a verification that you are on the path of your destiny, your purpose, but you are perhaps overwhelmed by the way you're being sought after. Your support is being requested. The Knight of Wands in October is showing your quest, your pursuit of your desires, your inspirations, opportunities for growth and expansion. And that quest and that exploration is giving you new discoveries about the creative aspects of yourself, new possibilities, new things that you may be seeing and inspired by, new information, new contacts that may be showing you new ways to move into unfamiliar territory and express yourself in a way that lends to your message, your gifts being appreciated, distributed more broadly. And the Six of Swords in October is again showing you traveling. There's a strong vibration here that you're moving away from a limited situation, a situation in which my sense is that you have not been as visible or as vocal as you feel you have the right to be. You could be making a greater contribution to solving problems or creating new opportunities or greater challenges of a group, but you are moving instead away from a place in which that did not seem or feel possible. And this movement away from this chaos, this challenge, is allowing you to accept the gifts that you have gained in this environment, whatever this environment is, and finding a sense of resolution, peace in that acceptance. In November, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about your position in and commitment to some kind of an organizational structure. This is most likely a nonprofit. This is rarely a corporate or profitable enterprise that you're committing to. It can be a religious or an educational structure. Whatever it is prioritizes social value for others. You could be yourself committing to some kind of initiation or learning process, but it is one that you regulate as well on behalf of others. So as a teacher is an example of how this can be a way that you can support the growth and expansion of others, and the way in which the things you've learned, the way you've learned, can be shared and modeled for others as well. So this is just as likely a commitment to an organization of any sort. This can be a commitment to an institution such as a marriage, an initiation. These are all possibilities for a signature that you've learned deep lessons that you're now able to share. In November, the Lovers. So this is a choice that you're able to make, a decision that you're now able to make based on an awareness, a desire for long-term stable benefit. And it's interesting that of the offers, the many offers that are coming to you in October, you're in a position now to choose what is best for you. This is not necessarily between two different paths. In the traditional deck, it could be a high road or a low road. It can be between yourself and another opportunity, another person, a relationship, or a goal. But it reflects this balance that you've obtained within yourself. This balance is about being enough to approach, to conquer, to pursue the desires and goals that have the long-term benefit for you. And we're still in November. Wow. This feels like a very, very fated month for you. In November, you are also finalizing the surrender of an old way of being, the release of an old way. And I love the way these cards speak to each other, because this release can accompany travel that you're taking, formal travel. This, in this case, can be about an initiation or a graduation in some way. You've moved forward in a particular learning or lesson that you've been able to achieve. But you're moving away from what is familiar, what you've done, and you're moving towards an opportunity that allows for your rebirth. This is a surrender, and that makes way for a new path forward. So it's kind of a clearing the ground for this choice that you're making, this commitment you're making. In December, the Page of Wands indicates your openness, your willingness to be a beginner, your willingness to be inspired by the position, your environment, the connections and relationships you're making and building, primarily understanding that these are all here to teach you, to show you a new way of doing things, opening up to a new lifestyle, quite likely, but certainly new goals, exploring more information, more inspiration in the world, away from the familiar, looking at ways to expand your expression in the world. The Ace of Pentacles is in December, out picturing an opportunity for abundance, a gateway. You've created this. You've created this opportunity to pursue this stable thing that you are choosing. You're choosing long-term security, stability, and long-term growth, something that is lasting, something that will possibly outlive you. But within this opportunity, within this portal, you're expanding on abundance on your own terms. This can absolutely be material abundance, even wealth. But it is an abundance that you determine, understanding the diversity in your world, the various kinds of abundance that you are now valuing, as, for example, new learning, knowledge, an opportunity to gain that in some cases. This can be entering into a new educational program. For some of you, this is a priesthood or a doctorate. And finally, the Emperor. And this convinces me that my intuition is seeing a story of your releasing control that you do not have in the world, recognizing the limits of your power, and instead owning the power you do have over your actions, your words, your behaviors, your resources. And in that way, taking responsibility for those, responding rather than reacting on behalf of others, on behalf of a community that recognizes your experience, your wisdom to apply the knowledge you've gained in a way that benefits the entire community, the entire collective. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Cups in October with the Warrior or the Knight of Cups. The Spirit of Swords is the King of Swords. So interesting to me that as you quest towards greater imagination, greater creative capacity in your own life through your own quest, you are also able to set your emotions and feelings aside, detach yourself from them in order to gain the information that you're seeking. This information is looking a lot like your version of the truth, the relevance of your experience of the truth to what others experience, so that you are able to convene this conversation, this discourse, record or document in some way what you are experiencing in this quest for greater passion, greater expressive flow. In November, the Hierophant is clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. You are balancing out the way in which you give and the way in which you receive. You're aware that this has everything to do with the choice that you are making in November. This choosing long-term, permanent solutions, contracts, making contracts explicit, determining the terms of those contracts, understanding you have the ability to dictate or not dictate, to negotiate those terms in a way that clearly benefits you as well as the other party, valuing the knowledge you have, valuing your skills, is a distinct response to the way that others may perceive you, may have understood that they believing they could take advantage of your unclarity, your lack of clarity, or your self-doubt. This is you putting a lie to the sabotage of others, not buying into and discounting, actually countering this perception that others may have of you as not being serious enough, not having the skills necessary, or valuing your power in such a way, undervaluing your power so that you could be taken advantage of. You're countering that with exactly a clear understanding of what you bring to the table and the terms that you're able and willing to negotiate in order to benefit long term. Page of Wands in December is clarified by the Fool card, called Potential in this deck, and the Three of Pentacles. And December is where you are beginning to build your unique expression, your unique collaboration. This is your effort among a team of other experts in some diverse areas sharing a similar vision, and your desire and ability to elevate a service, a product, something that you know and can create to the level of excellence, to the standard of and value that is recognized by others. This is about creating beauty, value, and harmony in a stable and secure way. And this is all in preparation for this new journey that you are on. I find the title Potential a quite variation on the Fool. And certainly the Fool doesn't mean the same thing that it did back in the day when many of the tarot cards were created. It can obviously be pejorative. The potential is really about just that. You have invested so much value, so much knowledge, so many skills into your authentic expression that you are now willing to take this leap, to take a risk towards something that is may not have a clear destination, but that you know it will result in success as you're able to transform any obstacle into building blocks. This is really a beautiful trust in not only the universe, but a trust in yourself. I hope this reading has been resonant for you, Pisces. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle card and remind you that you can like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I pulled the selenite, clear the clutter. Well, thank you, Spirit, for that. That's a message many of us can need to hear. And for the soul's journey, we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Thank you for this beautiful reading, Pisces. Until next time, Namaste.